All right. I like that. That was awesome. That was awesome. Hey, let us know if you can hear us out there. Heather, you probably won't be able to be heard because you're muted, but
That was
you don't
kind of on purpose. I mean, I
want to be
figured forget the sound was really important, and I wanted to make sure I
forget
carried
about,
that through. You understand?
forget about it. Whoa, gosh. What a week last week and everything. I know it was a holiday and everything, and I had the grandbabies. That was the best part about it. But everything else was just a bag of, I will clean it up.
It was just a bag. It was just that's it.
Exactly.
All
Man,
right, so we've got
I
a
know
few
you
folks
had
out
an
there. We got a few
interesting
folks
time.
out
Go
there.
ahead. Hey, Richard,
All
how are
right.
you?
Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about my interesting weekend. Anyway, all right. So, yeah,
I-
Richard can hear us.
You go ahead and do whatever. I'll be back in about 30 minutes with a drink.
That's right. That's right. Dear Myrtle's out there. So glad that she says the sound works. That's excellent. We've also got Dave Gatton.
Oh, awesome.
He's out there.
Good to see
And
you.
what's really cool is he says he doesn't know what Google Keep is,
Oh,
but he's willing to find out. So that's awesome, right?
how awesome is that, huh?
And we have KK Bronson can hear us as well. So glad you're here. Very glad you're here. All
That's
right. Oh,
awesome.
look at this. I've not seen Zara in forever. Look who's here.
No
Wow.
way.
Way
Oh,
is right. Yeah.
that's so cool. That's fantastic. I love it.
Me too.
Now, I'm going to go through a bunch of stuff on Google Keep. I will say this. I did a show. I was a guest on a show recently for Geeks on Tour, who is also community members. They're awesome people, great people. I've always loved having them around. They've been great. And so what I did is I did pretty much a whole presentation of Google Keep. I'm going to do that on our show, but probably bring it down a little bit, not every single thing. So if you have questions about Google Keep, and obviously we have one because somebody doesn't know what it is. So let's go ahead and answer that. Basically, to me, it's a voice note-taking system. It's a text note-taking system, and it's a OCR. And what that means is optical character recognition.
Oh.
So when I take a picture of something with words, it recognizes that and then puts those words down from the picture into the text of your chat. So I use it all the time.
You know, okay, so I use that feature all the time because I'm super stinking lazy. So I will take this just cracks me up. I actually use Keep to do the goofiest thing. I'm not kidding you. Sorry, did you just lose it? I'm sorry. So what I do is I take a screenshot of something that I'd like to copy and paste, but you know, it's not my text, like somebody else sent it or whatever. And so I want to copy and I want to paste that in. And there's lots of times where it's just not possible to do in the app that I'm in or whatever. So I'll take a screen capture. Then I will go into Keep. I'll add that photo. I use that OCR. I get the text. Then I copy it. Then I go back to that app and I paste it.
Well, and you know what? That's so interesting you say that. I know exactly what you're saying because let's say I want to give myself a link rather than email myself. I just put it in Keep. I just drop it in Keep. Then I can put it on my mobile phone or my.
That's the best. Oh man, I use Keep for the craziest shortcuts that have nothing to do with optimizing your time or management or any of that. But
there
so
are some great uses. You can make
There
it's collaborative. So, like for example, one thing that's awesome with my son, if I have my Wi-Fi, like we do it with our Wi-Fi, so the Wi-Fi here, the network, and the password and everything, I can pull that up. And if he comes to visit, all I have to do is send the Keep to him. I don't even have to say, oh yeah, I think it's Jellybird 1950, some weird thing like that.
Wait a minute, I'm writing that down so the next time I'm at your house. Okay.
It probably won't work. But anyway, no, so So there's so many cool things. Like I'll be somewhere and I'll take a code on our gate at our little league or something. You know, I won't remember that code. So I'll just put it in voice and just put what that code is. And then it puts it and transcribes it into actual text. So I have
Yeah, the transcribing is awesome
It's
too. And they're
incredible.
getting better and better and better. I mean, even
It's almost
with
like it learns.
yeah, the more we use it, the more it learns. That's what I'm figuring out because so many times in the early days, so many times I would say something, I'd be hollering at the darn thing, like, no, that's not what oh sure, that part you heard. Yeah, that you're writing down. But you know, it doesn't say the word that I was trying to, it's not like that anymore. And
Yeah,
it waits. I'm like,
yeah.
I think I need onions. And it actually waits until I say onions. I mean,
I
it's not
know.
like it
It's
stopped or
so
anything. I
awesome.
love it. I
I
love
know.
it. But clearly we love it, right? Clearly we love it.
That's
So what's this? If Michael's streaming to server places, it may be comments from someone on that.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I don't
I
either. So here's what I was okay.
got to put this one up.
Yeah.
I have links in Keep from years ago that I don't know what they were for. Yeah, that is so true. But what I love is because of Google search built in, you can find almost anything. It's so stinking cool. I love that. And hopefully that's what we're going to talk about today too. Go ahead. Saw you on
Yeah.
Keep. Oh, good. Fantastic, Roger. Thanks for coming by. And that's awesome. I think it's, I think personally, I think that will be, maybe a recap. And if you have any questions, if you've used it since then, maybe you can throw some comments in there and questions you might have since you've been using it or whatever. So Keep is basically what I call at work sticky notes. I know I have at work, like if my brother gets a phone call, he does a lot of the what am I trying to say? The plans and stuff goes and does the estimating and that kind of stuff. So a guy might call and say something. I'm like you, Heather. It's so lazy to write down every single thing and take all that note. So what I usually do is I'll just hold the phone here, start the voice on Keep, and I'll say, okay, so that's Dave Johnson with ABC Company, and it's recording everything on my Keep. And then I'll just tell the phone number and it puts all the dashes in there for me and everything. It's just fantastic. So then all I do is just send him that Keep or, collaborate with them. And then he has record of it. He can always go in and find that. I love it. It's just so cool. But anyway, just use Keep today. Afternoon all. Hello, Miss Sheila. How are you?
Yeah, I know. So this question, I think is a question. Yeah, it's a question. So what text to speech app can I use to keep from typing on my keyboard using a PC? Doesn't it work on PC?
Yeah, it should. Yes, absolutely. I don't know how much
you have to have a microphone on though. That's really the key.
But you know what? Google Docs is incredible now. They have really come a long way.
You can write an entire book without ever touching your keyboard. I know because I'm actually doing it.
There you go. I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, that's interesting that he asked about that, but that to me, there's a lot of times when I have to type something up or do something like that, I don't like to type. So what I do is I just, read it into Google Docs. I mean, you say things like next paragraph, next line, and it just does it. It's really kind of cool. What's Dave's question? I think he has a question up there too.
I'm trying to get to it. There's Richard is asking all kinds of questions about the comments. I'm not sure, Richard, you might need to change your ratio on your screen or something. I'm not sure. All right. Yeah, where's the question from Dave? I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. What platforms are you streaming to today? Today we are streaming to it's Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, which is Twitter basically, and then Facebook.
There you go. There you go. And we're trying to get all the comments in from all the places. I don't know if it's working. It looks like Jules is over. Say it again.
Doesn't look like the bot carried him over. Does it? Or is it?
No, it is because they can see on YouTube that the Restream brought the Twitch comment from Jules. It is over here from Jules. Right. So.
And as usual, nothing from Facebook, right? Nothing from Facebook.
No, I don't think we'll ever see anything from Facebook. So.
Okay. So that was one
All
of the
right.
things I wanted to mention. Okay, so take a note with your voice. I'm not going to go through that. I just kind of told you how I could do that, and it's really interesting how that is. The other thing is nice, and I'm going to show you. Like, I'm gonna go to screen share right now. You can put it on me. Let's see. So right here, if you notice and look right here, you can see on this colored one that I have right here, Heather and I are shared. We are collaborating on this one. It's the Tinkering News Bites that we might have. That's kind of cool. So that gives us the opportunity to collaborate. We can put things in. Either one of us can put things in and stuff like that. So it's really kind of neat.
Michael, I have a question. When you're collaborating with someone, are there certain rules? Like, do they have to have a Gmail? Like,
you know what? That's a great question. They have to have a Google account.
They do have to have a Google account.
Yeah,
so it doesn't they don't have to have a Gmail address per se, but they have to have a Google account.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. That's exactly right. Yep. Hold on. You got to put that one up. Do you see that one? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. I was ignoring it because I just can't.
Well, I
but,
thought it
you
out
know.
of the corner of my eye, and I said, "You got to put that one." Oh, Michael, one day I'll get you to love Facebook. You know what? That's going to be really tough to do.
That'll be a very, very long time from now.
Yes, exactly. So one thing that's kind of cool with notes, and Heather did this for me earlier. One thing that's really kind of cool is when I take a note. If I take a new note and I want to, you see how I put this image. I don't know here. Let me use my arrow real quick. This is an image. And then I wrote text down below that. Okay. So when I did that.
Hold on one second.
Go ahead.
Here is your Facebook comment, Michael.
Okay. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks. So right here, this is just an image that I added, and I can trash that image and remove it. But one thing.
So now, wait a minute. That's like a picture you took with your phone, or a picture you had in your photos on your. Okay, all right, just checking.
This was just a photo out of Google Drive. I went and searched it or browsed it, and that's what I did. And then I put text down below it because I was having issues with it. But that's the kind of cool stuff that I do a lot of times. So when I do a new note, I take a new note. This is really cool. This is something that I did. This is a bonus from the Geeks on Tour show that I did. I'm going to show you this one that I didn't show there, but I'm going to show you. Heather actually helped me out with this one. I'm going to put this image in. It's really kind of cool. Add image. All right. So I'm going to add image, and I'm going to go to our H&M show, and I'm going to put in shopping list because that's pretty cool. Now, it's not cool yet. What's cool is she made me that transparency one so you can see what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and take a note. You can go right here. If you go to more, and keep in mind, a lot of this on the phone too. I'll show you some of this on the phone when we get to that, but I just want to show you here. If I go right here, this is where you can grab that text image. Okay. A lot of stuff. Delete note, add a label, add drawings, make a copy, show checkboxes, because I'm going to make a shopping list. That's what we're going to do. Grab the image text, whatever image you have, and you want to take the text off of it. This is a great thing for like the back of your TV. If you want to get the serial number and stuff, just take a picture of it and boom, it'll give you all the text from it. And
well, that's a smart way to use it, not the lazy way. Okay, got it.
So I'm going to show checkboxes. So this one might be grapes. I'm going to do all fresh food. How's that? No, I won't. I'll do some. And then Hershey bar.
Yes.
I gotta do fun stuff, right? All right. So what's cool then, so this shopping list, I can color code this whole thing. What's neat about this, remember I put that transparent image up there. So this is really quite cool. So right down here, you see a color palette. I can change the color. I'm going to use the color, let's go blue. Look at there. So now that shopping list has a title anytime I use it. I'm going to go quickly. This is going to be quick. You're going to see daily tips, and you're going to see that where I've already done this. So you're going to see there's daily tips. See daily tips right down there, down at the bottom. Already done it. and quickly there's show links. Okay, I'm off of it.
So you don't want to show them all the passwords and stuff.
I don't want to give you all of that stuff. Yeah, I don't want to give you all the password. What's cool though, so once I've had that, once you're working this list moves down as new stuff comes on. And you can see I'm dragging it around and moving these where I want to go. I
love that because sometimes they're out of the order I want them to be in, so you can move them around. I love that. So simple, drag and drop.
Yep. And I can pin that. So now it's pinned. So all your pinned ones and then other ones are down below. So I can actually pin it. Let's say all of a sudden you're getting ready to take a trip or you're getting ready to go shopping. Let's say your shopping list is down here. I haven't pinned it. Okay. I'm going to try and put this down pretty well, just off screen, barely. But I want it at the top. If I search shopping, look what comes up.
Boom.
Then I can pin it. Then I can take this out of the search and go back to my notes and boom, now it's pinned to the top. Boom. That's how quick I did all of that very quickly.
You forgot one item on the list for KK Bronson.
Oh,
double stuffed Oreos, please.
I'm not gonna forget it. Hold on. Double stuffed Oreos.
There we go. Excellent.
All right. There you go. Think I took care of you.
So now here's a question. Here's a question. Something we do on ours. Now I don't know if you can only do this on mobile, but it's something I've been wanting to know. In our shopping list, I actually, because I'm a freak about this kind of thing, I put like I have it listed by section. So I have like dairy. Yeah. So I have dairy where I would put milk underneath and they're kind of indented. Can you do that on the computer or is that just a mobile only thing?
That's really cool. Look at Mia.
I was just gonna say I want that
cool Android tips link. No, you can't have it.
It's coming. It's coming. You just gotta join the Tinkering with Tech community.
Join the community, and you will see all of those Android tips. See, I do stuff like that all the time. I pull stuff in anyway.
That's right.
Now she's gonna go look it up. Never mind. I'm gonna go look that up anyway. So to answer your question, no.
Okay.
You're talking about, can you do like sections? I'm in the dairy section. What I've done, what I usually do, like if I know in my store that I shop all the time, it's in aisle 1, then I just put 1 and then whatever. And then I can go to, before I check it off. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Let me just.
Yeah, but I mean, on the phone, you can actually indent and have categories like that and indent. So I was just wondering if it was also on desktop, but you can see it on desktop once you do it that way.
Let's go test it right now. What do you say?
Sure. Here's a note from Dear Myrtle. This has changed since Russ and I, and she meant to say did, not denied it, years ago. And that's they're constantly changing it. It's one of the greatest tools. Right underneath photos. It
is indeed. It's just crazy. So if I'm in the shopping list, I think this is what you're talking about. So if I can take this and just indent this and move it in. So apparently
there it is. There it is. Okay, yeah. So you could actually do categories.
Yep. Like I could put dairy.
Yep.
Dairy product.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Milk, Hershey bar.
That goes under crucial items, aisle 7.
No, actually that goes under vegetarian stuff.
Gotcha, vegetarians. Gotcha.
I think cocoa plants, aren't they? They're vegetarian, right? I mean, they come from the land. Knows the store by aisle. Love it. Yeah, that's true.
Well, I do too, Mia. Just so you know.
So to answer your question, yes, you can indent.
Yay! Oh, I'm so glad to see that. That's a cool trick. Yeah. And the fact that you can change the colors. So like, you know how that peachy color one underneath there, I don't know what color that is, what they call it, but it's a peachy color to me. Mm-hmm. All of our H&M or Tinkering with Tech, all of our stuff that you and I have been working on is that color.
Yes.
That's so stinking cool.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put in the I heard it. I heard the Tinkering.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's a thing.
Who is that from?
That's from Andrew Hatchett. $2 for all you do.
Andrew, thank you very much. I appreciate
all right. And Andrew didn't get his just, so I'll do my little.
Okay. I'm sorry. Man, okay, hold on. I want to make sure that that's in there from now on. It'll be in there now. Sorry, Andrew. It would have come up on screen. Everybody would have seen it, but I apologize. How long has Google Keep been around? That's a great question. I could probably look on my calendar and find out for you because I have when everything for Google has come into play.
That's true.
I really have, and I usually put a post about it.
Net Friending with April says, I couldn't find a great shopping list app on my Android, so I ended up downloading the Kroger app since that is the supermarket I shop at every week.
Mm-hmm.
And it has pretty great functionality, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Can you collaborate? That's my question.
That's the key. I mean, everybody in the house. One thing, too, everybody knows that, and I'm not going to say the word, but if I say the command, I use a Google Mini and a Google Home, and I can yell out in the house, hey, add this to the grocery list. There we go. Look at there. Now I
Fantastic. Thank you, Mert. Appreciate it. I really appreciate you not making me dance. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, dear Myrtle. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. So I love that. I mean, Roger has a great one. Yeah. I create several checklists: fishing supplies, photo supplies, groceries. Access is so easy when needed. That is what I love.
You know what I like about this too is, like, if you're going on, say, a camping trip, not that you would, Michael, but anyone else out there that might ever go camping.
That's right.
If you have other folks that you are camping with, then you can let them also add to the list. You could say things like, hey, don't let us forget paper towels. And then they can go in and add to the list too.
Exactly.
And you know how it is at 3:00 in the morning. That's when you get the brainstorm that, oh, that's right, we're going to need this. That's when you can just add it, even if it's not your list.
I love it. Yes, absolutely.
All right. So what do we got here? Yep, they have one for where they shop too. Awesome. Keep launched in 2013. Thank you, Andrew. We should have just Andrewed it. Duh.
We should have. Yep. All right. So I'm going to show you real quick. What's that?
Go ahead. Wait, is this a collab with my boyfriend about shopping? Lol, he sits in the car while I go in. Well, he could be in the car adding to the list while you're in there getting stuff. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Dave never heard of Keep until he saw you on Geeks on Tour with it. So that's awesome. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate that. Okay, so here's the deal. So if you look right here, this is where on the back of my TV, it's back behind. I had to reach my hand back there to let my Pixel phone and take a picture. That's what I did. I went and took the picture there. And then when I asked it to grab the text, it gave me every single bit of text with the model number and everything. So if I needed to reference that or check that out, I mean, that is just so, I mean, the model code, it has it's just awesome. I mean, it works so well. I just loved it. That's some of the things. So we were getting ready to paint our kitchen cabinets. I also want to mention this one. That's this one over here. We were painting inside one of our cabinets near the phone. We had all these Post-it notes and different notes and sticky notes and tape notes. And we had to paint the cabinet. So Sherry was like, okay, we need to write all this down. So I am not writing all this down. So what I did was I went and took a picture of it. And I don't have it on this one because I didn't want to expose everybody's phone numbers and stuff.
Good idea.
But then I grabbed the text out of it, and it pulled all of those phone numbers and everything else out of there. It did pretty good, not great. I mean, not perfect, but did a pretty good job.
Yeah, every once in a while, it's something you got to kind of adjust a little bit. But for the most part, the more you use it, the better it gets. You know what is also a good thing to take a picture of? The wine bottle that you want to make sure you get that wine the next time. I do that. That's what I did.
Exactly. But yeah, exactly. So one thing is kind of cool too. And let me go back to that. Okay. So if you look right here, you can see, and this is my neighbor, and he's fine with this because I've already asked him. But if you look, this is a business card, and this is all the text that's grabbed from it. Way too cool. Isn't that awesome?
Wow. No more needing to save all those business cards.
Crazy. Yes, it's crazy good. I mean,
and then you could put a label on that says business card, and then you could pull up business cards, or you could say, what's his name? Travis. Search up Travis and you'd find it easy.
Well, that's what's cool. That's what's so neat. If I know where he works or something like that, I could actually put the name of that company. I mean, it's just so cool. Just some of the stuff to
Even
make
the
sure.
fact that you put neighbor in there, so you could just type in neighbor in search and it'll pull up his card.
Well, I couldn't because I can't spell, but
Well, there's nothing we can do about. There is no app that will help you with that. So,
all right. Yeah.
Dave wants to know. So it will pull the text from your picture.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That is what the OCR I was talking about at the very beginning. Hey, Modern Day Tech, how are you? Yes, that's what's so cool about it. So if you look right here, the Cobalt. If you look in the same picture, this Cobalt. This was our weed eater. I was trying to get a new head for it, so because it messed up. And when I did that, I made sure and got the model number the same way because I couldn't see that small writing. The older I get,
right,
the harder it is for me to see.
So here's a practical question from Mia. She says, "Can that be added to contacts easily?" And that's a great question. So could you then copy that and head over to contacts and input it, or like the business card?
That's exactly what I do. So when I have a business card like that, I scan it, then I just copy that text, move it all over into the business card under notes, and then I just put all the phone numbers and stuff in the right place and do it that way. I wish it kind of meshed and did it on its own, and I'm sure they're looking into that. But who knows? Keep could be gone next month. No, I'm just kidding.
No, don't you say things like that.
I'm kidding.
All right. So Mert says she just bought the same 80-volt battery, just so you know.
Good for you, girl. Good for you, girl. Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. And that's how you can use it as a tool and make it collaborative, and also make it, because if I wanted to give my wife that same card of our neighbor, I don't have to sit there and write everything down. I don't have to give her a card. I can just share the keep with her. We can both have the number on our phones anytime. Hey, the neighbor is trying to call or that kind of thing. We can get it that way. These are the productive tool things that you can do. Now, I'm going to show you quickly. Again, I'm going to do it quickly. Yeah, here we go. Okay. On the left-hand side, and I'm just going to really point to stuff. I don't want to give you all my info and stuff because some of this is work. This is the stuff that we do for our show, Tinkering with Tech, which used to be the H&M show. And then I think Inspiration and comes with it. I don't know. I can't remember, but personal stuff, joke, all that kind of stuff. We have QuickBooks, like QuickBooks at Work. I've done a step-by-step for the guys.
Now, wait a minute. You're showing us the labels. This is how you organize your keep lists and stuff, right?
Correct.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Just trying to make sure.
No, I want you to, because I'm not showing a lot of it. And I'm, like I said, this is a recap or a kind of an overview. So I want you to ask that. When I go to create a video, I get an idea for a video. I do a keep note on it. And that's what I do with that. This is work related. This is Zoom questions that we might get, that kind of stuff. So that's all the different things that I have.
Here's a great question.
Okay.
How secure is Google Keep?
So great question. I would say it is as secure as your Chrome.
And if you're going, and as secure as you are with screen sharing your items with a public video, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, think about that. That's true.
I know. I feel really bad for Charlie because his address has been on screen almost this whole time. So,
and Charlie, he will love just send him notes.
Just send him a card. All right, Charlie, I'm sending you a note.
There you go. All right. So now here's what I'm going to do. Instead of going to these things, I'm going to show you how you can do some organization. And you can see how I already color coded with blue, pink, all these different things, right? All I'm going to do is go and click in search. Okay. And where is search? Search is right here. Okay. So I'm just going to go and click in search. Now, here's the way I can find stuff. By reminders, by list. Anything that I created a list will show up. Anything that has an image will show up. Recordings, anything where I actually did a recording, I can search by those things. Always look, you can always see if it says more, usually there is more. I can actually search, give me every single one that has a URL in it. Let's say I have a bunch of notes and I put URLs in there, and that's a way for me to, I don't remember what any of it, I can't remember the name of the company, but I can't remember, but I know there's a URL in there. I could search by URL. Really cool.
Wow.
I know. And then labels, H&M, You see it over there, QuickBooks, video. You see all those. Those are right there. I can click and it'll give me just those things. So I'll do video because that one I don't think has any.
Should
These
be
are
safe.
videos that I want to create. Yeah. So there they are. These are the videos that I want to do and create. So
Wow, it even shows you archived notes.
Yes.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah, even archived ones. So that way, hey, I've already done that video or whatever.
Or if you accidentally archived it, which I have done many times.
Or you're like, dadgummit, did I do a video on this?
Yeah. So you know what? Here's what's interesting. You're talking about searching through a bunch of notes that you may have taken over however long you've been using Keep, and it can get kind of cluttered. Here's a great question from KK Bronson. It says, how much space are you allowed? I've not seen a limit. Have you?
You know what? That's an interesting question, and we did some research on it. There is no limit.
You know what you just did? Oh my gosh. You know what you just did?
Limit right now.
You just threw down a gauntlet. I can already see Andrew's already testing it right now. I can already see it.
There's no limit right now. There's no limit. It's kind of like having, if you create a Google spreadsheet instead of an Excel spreadsheet, the Excel spreadsheet will go against your Google Drive data, whatever that's called, whatever we're talking about. But a Google spreadsheet will never count against that. And I can't say never with them, but
at the moment of this recording, it does not. So Mert wants to know, do the photos take up space in Google Photos? And I have not seen them actually go over to Google Photos at all.
The Google Photos. Okay. So you're talking about the photos that are in Google Keep, right?
Right.
Okay. They're just in Keep. That's the only place. They're not anywhere else.
Yep.
Yep. They're not anywhere else.
So separate storage space. So here's a question for you. There's two ways to do this. I guess I should do it like this. There's two ways to do this. You can take a picture from Google Keep. You can go into Keep and go to your notes and actually take a picture right there. You can do that. Or you can be in notes. I'm sorry, in your photos and add that to notes. So you can do it from either one. So if you took the photo on, let's say, your phone, and you have the photo there on your phone or your tablet or whatever, and then you go and put it into Keep, that photo was originally stored in your photos. So it will be there in your photos and count as part of that, right?
There you go. Yes.
However your storage is. But if you're in Keep and you take the picture, that picture is separate from any of the other things.
Because you can download it from your computer, you can download it from your phone directory, you can download it from Google Photo. It doesn't care where. That storage is kept separate, and it's not counted right now. There's no.
I love this. This KK says, really, until people find out about Keep. Yeah, maybe that's possible. And Dave just added the app to his phone, so that's pretty cool.
That's awesome, dude. I'm glad. I mean, I'm serious. I live by this. I love this app. Heather knows. Hey, just put it. Yeah, put it.
Yeah, would you just put it in Keep already, for Pete's sake? Yeah.
So let me go back to. Okay, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say, you know me, I'm all about the fun stuff. So like, there's some fun things. Like you already talked about the color, but not everybody likes that white background screen stuff. What about those people who like the dark mode? What about that? Is there an option there?
Yes, there is, and I'm going to get to it in just a second. That's one of the
fine. We'll wait till you're ready to do it.
Let me finish these real quick because remember, I'm still in search. We can search by groceries. We can search by places. Now, these people, and when I did on Chris and Jim's, I invited them to be a part of that Google Keep. So anybody that I share a Google Keep with, this is work. This is Heather, Jim. It shows up. I can actually go to the one. Gosh, I know I have one that I shared with Heather. Let me go see all the ones that I shared with Heather. The other thing that's really cool is you can search by color. Remember I did that blue? So if I go right now and I click on this blue circle, guess what's going to come up? All of the payroll information, but also shopping list. Shopping list comes up. That's what I wanted you to see.
Right. Didn't choose a color that wasn't being used already. But yeah, we get you. Okay.
Well, I use them all. So, but I color code a lot. So a lot of times when I go into something, I'll go pick by color. That is just phenomenal and amazing and awesome to use because it gives you everything you're looking for all at once. But I also have those colors by word as well. So if I know that it's a video I want to work on, I can go get it that way. So that's kind of that tip and trick there. Okay, so what Heather's talking about. So for example, I have this blue. If I go to dark mode, I can go up to the gear wheel up here in settings. See where I am up at the top?
Yep.
And then I enable dark mode. This is great on my eyes. I actually keep my phone on dark mode all the time, which is kind of great.
Yeah, and I like that on dark mode, it goes from being pastels to being more muted colors. So, so it's almost like you have extra colors, but you have to use them separately. So,
and because you gave me that transparent, you see how good that looks. I can't believe that image that shows up there. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I just
this is a new thing too. Check this out from Mert. Just open Keep on my phone, and there's a mention. It works on my Apple Watch, Dick Tracy mode. That's funny. That's very funny.
It is.
Check it out. We want to see. We've got folks saying I've just started using Keep a bit more. That's great.
Good. I'm switching. You don't have to do anything. I'm going to switch over to the table camera to show my phone. Like I said, I keep mine in dark mode. Right here it is. You can see it's in dark mode. The exact.
And so can you have those separate, your phone in one mode and your desktop in another? Can you do that way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know. That's cool.
You saw that I had it in light mode or whatever, normal mode, the computer.
But I didn't know what you were doing. So.
Always. My phone is always in dark mode because
nice.
Me. So I can go here and search those same things. Okay. I can do that same stuff. I can search up here. The exact same menu comes up. I can search by color. I won't do blue again because I'll get all of our payroll information. No, but you can
do me a favor, Michael. Share that shopping list with me because I want them to see us collaborate live as well.
Okay, I can do that.
I think that would be fun.
So right here is a shopping list. I go right here, and I can never remember which side it is. Always look to both of these. I think it's plus down here in the bottom left. It's not.
But it's not.
It's the other one.
You just did that so they could see. That was good. That was very good.
Dots and collaborator. Okay, so I'm going to add a collaborator. I'm going to add Heather Crafter. Hit save.
Thank you.
And now her image pops up, and she can now, on hers, you'll see her actually put something on the list as soon as she just verifies that she has it and goes through all that stuff. That's really awesome. I love that. It does not distinguish on who adds the items, though. I will.
No, that's true. It doesn't.
I'm real curious. We're going to put money in the audience there. You guys that are listening, what is Heather going to add to the list before it pops up? I might have to refresh. We're going to put money on what? Oh, she put olives. Man, who said olives? There you go. I wasn't expecting that one. All right. Are they green or black?
I hate them both. So that was a dumb thing for me to put on the list, but that's why I did it. Cause I didn't think anyone would think I would put those on the list.
She's looking out for others. That's what
it is. Yeah.
So if you look at, again, okay, we're going to end here pretty quickly just because I don't want to keep going. But one thing, if you look at the plus sign, I'm going to go to that bottom left where the plus is. I can take a photo, choose an image, drawings, and recording. There's where I can do my different kind of notes and stuff and what I can do. Over here
are the guesses of what I would put on.
Oh, wine.
Whoops, sorry, Gesso. All right, Ron has a real question. How about notification when Heather adds something? You know what? That's something, Ron, that I put in the feedback list all the time.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but every Google app out there has feedback. Like you can leave any kind of ideas or whatever you've got. And I leave that one back all the time. I love to be notified that somebody left something. I've yet to be getting that one, but who knows? What they do have, though, is something I've not heard you talk much about, Michael, is reminders.
Yeah.
Reminders are kind of cool.
Yeah, they are. And You're right. I'm trying to save time and keep it, where we are. We can talk about that afterward. Those that are community members can join the community, come in, and we talk about this stuff after show and stuff like that. But what she's talking about down here is help and feedback down at the bottom. And then when you hit that, it brings up a menu and you can send feedback. And what is it? We want to
notifications when a collaborator adds to my
we
list.
would like to have notifications from collaborators whenever they add something to our list. And then I just hit, oops. Okay, let me take off that. It was still, there we go. And just send feedback. That's how quick and easy it is to send feedback while in app, and it says, thank you for your feedback. One thing that I didn't show, I'm going to show on my mobile phone because like I said, we need to start wrapping this up. I could go on for hours, keep going. There's a lot more stuff, trust me, and we might do another show just because. But this is one of the coolest things on my Android Pixel 3 phone XL that I absolutely love. And this is something that I did not show in the Geeks on Tour show that I was on. Oh, I have to put this up. Hold on. Ross says
go ahead.
It's celery.
Celery. Yeah. I would never put that up. That's even worse than olives.
But I want to say that, okay, so so this is the coolest thing, and Geeks on Tour mentioned it to me. I said, oh yeah, I didn't even mention that, but it's really so cool. So one thing is neat. I'm not going to long press on Google on keep notes, but what I'm going to do is about 2 seconds, and look what happens. Look what happens. New audio note, new photo note, new list, or a new note. Those 4 things come up, and you can it makes it so quick. All I have to do is hold that down for 2 seconds. So if I'm on keep and I'm going to hold it down for 2 seconds, boom, that pops up. I can immediately take an audio note.
So you can do that without even opening the app. You just go tap that and bam, you are ready to take a note.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
All of your Android apps will do that. They all have menus like you can there's
wow.
Maps. So you guys got a bonus today. This is one of my daily tips that I've added. I do a daily tip every day when I don't have a show and in our community, and you can go search this in our community if you're a member of the community. And that Google Keep, that, because see, I've always done that and did it as a daily tip, so I didn't even think. But I'm gonna tell you what, that's the quickest and easiest way to me to start your note and everything. Yeah, let me tell you what.
Mia Voss's mind is blown. She says, thanks for all the good info. I've had Keep for a while, but haven't used it. I think that thing right there that you just showed was kind of mind blowing to me. Wow. To that, says Roz. Very cool.
Well, and you know what, folks, I love this kind of stuff. Anybody that knows me in the community, I try to throw these daily tips and help people out, give people some stuff that they can use. I got all this up here, but I can't take it with me. So I want to give it to you guys. So, and the community that we have, that $10 that you spend a month is not for us, Heather and I, to get rich. What it is,
if it was, we're failing miserably.
Yeah, we're not doing real well. But it's for stuff like this, to learn these kind of things. And we do workshops on Saturday. I'm doing a workshop this Saturday, by the way. Just note this out to everybody on Stream Deck. We're going to have a collaborative session where we're going to learn a little bit about Stream Deck. So anybody that has a Stream Deck can get in there and we can do that kind of thing. This is the kind of stuff.
And workshops are for community members only. Yeah.
Community members only. That's exactly right. So it's worth it. Try the community for a month. Like I said, what we do with that money, we end up buying StreamYard, or we end up buying Zoom, or we end up buying, whatever, that kind of thing to help out. You're welcome, Zara, of course. Richard said it worked on his $200 phone. Good.
Yeah, not about the price of the phone, Richard. Just a really cool app feature there for you. So.
And Google Keep is just, to me, probably one of the most, I'm guilty. I'm a sticky note guy, always have been. I still have some at my desk at work.
Yeah, me too.
It's just a hard habit to break. But when I remembered, or Geeks on Tour reminded me about just holding that down for a couple seconds and then I flood it now. I flood it with notes, and then I go and I organize them. I go every day at the end of the day or whatever, whenever I have a time, maybe 10 minutes. It doesn't take me long. Go add a color, go add a color, go add this and do that. Man, it's fantastic. It works great. And I hope anybody that watches this in replay or watches it today, I hope you learned a little something from it. I hope you got a little something from it, because anybody that knows me, I just want to help, and that's what I try to do. So hopefully that was helpful. What we will do probably is we'll have the workshop on Stream Deck. And then next week, I'm not sure. I think I might have a guest. I'm pretty sure I do. Heather, you won't be here though. It's your birthday.
No, it's my birthday, so I won't be here.
I let the cat out of the bag, so everybody knows it's your birthday next week. So
I don't think it matters too much, because it's not like people are going to be popping over with the birthday cake. Although I would allow you to if you wanted.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
And Jules is saying it's very helpful. Very helpful. KK Bronson says, thanks, Heather and Michael. Great information and demonstration. I hope that it was enjoyable for everybody. Hope you learned something. Richard Clarkson, awesome, bud.
You're awesome, man. Thank you so much. Another community member. Thank you very much, Richard. I really do appreciate you. I really do. It means a lot to me. The thing is, folks, I forgot. I lost my total.
Well, we have the afterlink party, or the after show party, whatever we call it, in it. Backstage pass, right?
Backstage pass. Yes.
That's what it's called. We have one of those for our community members. It is in our private website for those of you who are familiar with it. Michael did a demonstration on Google Sites not too long ago and unveiled the new site, and it's a private thing. There's a link there so you guys can come on in. If you have any problems with that, let us know. We are very happy to help you any way we can to get everybody to come in and ask even more questions about Google Keep.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. We appreciate you folks. Thank you for joining us. And anybody, leave your comments afterward. If you're watching in the replay, feel free to, and I check them all the time. So I love it. So thank you so much, folks. We appreciate you. Have a good week. If I can find it. There we go. All right. Good. Never mind. Wrong one.
We're just tinkering.